We are here in your house sports for podcasts in your house sports after dark.
After
Brandon,
dark. Your boy Vassos.
Fat Sam's not with us at the moment. I think he's watching the documentary on Menudo, the band with Ricky Martin.
Yeah. The boy band that's been around for multiple years.
And it's good to eat.
It is good to eat
Yeah.
when it's fresh. You can't reheat it.
No, don't do that
No, it's terrible.
unless you want to clear yourself out. You're
Both ways.
constipated. There you go. If you're constipated, you can do it. But glad for y'all to join us tonight. If you're watching, if you're not, then I don't blame you. Uh, But In Your House Sports Facebook, In Your House Sports, our YouTube channel, In Your House Sports. Go like and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah,
All that
follow
good
us right
stuff.
there.
Yeah, it's right there. Click it. Go watch our past videos that we did. The Rogue Media monthly specials that we do. They're up there as well. So go check it out. Man, we had an interesting week of college football. NFL, obviously, but college football is getting to that nitty gritty.
Yeah, and it's funny. You come off a week that pretty much nothing happened. Nothing was interesting in college football.
Yeah. Only one thing happened that was hilarious, but we'll talk about that later. This past week in college football.
Oh,
Just go full.
uh,
Hopefully, we get the
hey man, the Menudo put him to sleep.
Manula put him to sleep. So hopefully, we'll see. We'll get Fat Sam in here in a minute.
CM Punk return confirmed right there.
Right? Anything that happens.
Go to sleep.
But let's kick off with the number one team in the nation, Ohio State. Looked a little interesting the first half. They got over Rutgers 35-16. Ohio State goes to 9-0. Rutgers 6-3.
That's a hell of a turnaround for Rutgers.
I wouldn't pay attention to the record at all this year, honestly.
Me neither.
I saw that, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's like Texas State. For some reason now they're bowl eligible.
Yeah.
It's like I after they beat Baylor week 1, I kind of just quit keeping up with them. It was like that's their bowl win right there.
Yeah. And they're like, no, we're gonna win this conference.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Ohio State had and it wasn't just Ohio State. It was a couple teams that started off slow, but we're seeing that more and more this year. As the top teams are starting off pretty slow
yeah.
and making everyone uncomfortable.
Georgia, same way. They've done that a couple weeks in a row.
And you look at Rutgers 6-3. Greg Schiano, like you said, a turnaround. He was there back when Ray Rice and all them people were there.
When they had their little run.
Yeah, the Big East, right? The Big East?
The Big East, yeah. Those Big East.
We just remember Ray Rice. Who's their quarterback? I forget the quarterback. I ain't trying to think about all that, but I just remember Ray Rice.
I don't remember. I just remember, I'm just like you. I remember Ray Rice pre-knocking
pre-Mike Tyson era.
Pre in the elevator.
Yeah, pre-elevator. But they get the win 35-16. Then you had Texas defeat Kansas State in overtime 33-30. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When it was up 24-7, I changed it.
I wasn't worried after that point. And then, but that's been Texas's Achilles heels. Once we get up, we let teams come back. And offense, I don't know if it's play calling. A lot of that just came to do with poor quarterback play and bad turnovers. I mean, there's never a good time to turn the ball over, but he said Joshua hit his headphones. So
co-host in the history of sports. You're better than all the ones on TV.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Take you 10 times out of 10 over them.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was bad. Malik Murphy just when he's on, he looks pretty good, like he can play, and then when he ain't, God dog, get his ass off the field. But Sarkisian goes through those moves where he he's so I don't know if he's lazy with his play call or he just gets way too cute and starts gets full of himself that he's trying to call all these deep passes. Do this, do that. We're going to run this, jet sweep with a reverse pass and all this other stuff. So I think he just gets too far ahead of himself. And then before you know it, boom, 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 the defense is good. The problem is the defense gives up too many big plays.
Mm-hmm.
That's Texas defense's Achilles heel is we give up way too many big plays.
With Kansas State, they are the team that they're going to feed off the turnovers, going to feed off the big plays, and that's why they're able to come back. And I should have known better. I'm like, Texas got in the back. I'm like, We're playing Kansas State,
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I was watching Nebraska, Michigan State. I was watching that game, and then I got on the Twitter box, and I saw Texas meltdown incoming. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it was like 24-23. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What's going on?
If it was not for the defense bailing us out there in overtime, we would have lost that game. There's no doubt in my mind we would have lost that game.
Boy, Sam asked if Archie going to transfer out. I don't think so.
I think that was an agreement right out the gate was that he was going to redshirt.
Yeah. So next year, I could see him competing for that starting job.
Because I think Ewers is gone one way. I don't think his stock can go up any higher than it already has.
I think he'll go to the draft. Somebody will draft him.
Somebody will draft him. Now, granted, can he improve his draft stock? At best, I think he's maybe right now he's maybe a fourth round pick, maybe. He's at best he's maybe a second.
Yeah.
At best. So I definitely don't think he's a first rounder at all. So I mean, it makes more sense for him to come out now, or if that's the case, he transfers out.
Yeah. I don't see him transferring out, though. I think he'll go ahead and I think he has enough stock to go. He got his money too, so
yeah.
I think he's okay.
I think he's better suited to be an NFL quarterback than, say, Sam Ehlinger was than any Texas quarterback has been in quite a while.
Yeah. Colt McCoy's got his, Chase Daniel here, backup, making his cash there.
Right.
But Texas goes to 8-1. Kansas State goes to 6-3. Then we had that team from Waco, Baylor Bears, drop in overtime, 25-24 to Houston. Baylor goes to 3-6. Houston go to 4-5. That was an ugly ass game. It was hard to watch. It was pathetic. If you don't have ESPN Plus, you are lucky that you did not get to watch this game. It was horrible, terrible. Exactly, that's what it was.
Trash.
It was trash. There's nothing really to say about this game. It was just bad.
Do you think Aranda has lost the team?
Yes. I think so. Play calling is terrible. I think he has. I think he knows he has. I look at his mannerisms and his posture and his everything during the post game conference, even the press conferences they have on Mondays, getting ready for whoever they're playing. It's just the same old thing. He's just I'm just here, just waiting for them to let me know when the time is done. Which I think if and when they do lose Saturday to Kansas State, because they're not beating Kansas State in Manhattan after Kansas State should have beat Texas. They're going 3-7. They're not going to a bowl game. I think that's when you're going to start seeing the dominoes fall.
Team has lost all confidence in all the coaches.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, offensively, I get it. What's surprising me is that the defense has not picked up the slack.
And they're young. They're very young. That's the only bright side is they're young, but how many of them are going to stay?
Yeah, especially how many of them came because of Aranda.
Yeah.
And
the secondary is pretty good.
Yeah.
and they're all freshmen and sophomores. But that NIL, man, they're going to get some money to go somewhere else.
Especially with the whole new crop of teams coming into the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it's going to get tougher.
Yeah. Like I said, the defense did enough to help the offense.
Yeah. And there's been multiple games where the defense has been playing their hearts out and the offense just can't compliment them at all. And the defense gets burnt out. You know, case in point, the Texas game, right? The defense makes some stops in the beginning of the game, and the offense just couldn't do nothing. They went to the rest of what, 3-4 times and just couldn't do nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's happened plenty of times this year. Texas State was another example. Utah was like the biggest example. If they could have put that game away, couldn't do anything. So I don't know, man. It's so trash. It is so trash. And like Arena's going to get a defensive coordinating job somewhere. We know
he won't be out of work very long.
No, not at all. But this could be like a learning, like, and I look back at it now. Is this probably was too big of a jump for him, being his first head coaching job?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're coming in after Matt Rule, who built the foundation again, and here you are, and they're trying to change the culture. When I feel like, why are you trying to do that when it was set, and you start losing people? So we'll see. I don't know about that.
Her comes.
We'll see. I mean, I feel like, and you know, I think everyone will always say they need to get a Texas guy. But I always go back to, I think Sammy agrees, we go back to Matt Rule, who wasn't a Texas guy. He just came in here and was like, hey, just go kick some ass. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
That's what they need. They need somebody to go in there and take command of that locker room. All right, let's go kick some ass now.
You know, you fill your coaching staff out with quote unquote Texas guys.
Yeah.
Kind of like Rule did, where he just went and hired, you know, some of the high school coaches and were like, hey, you come, and those were his ties, his recruiting ties right there.
Yeah.
And he actually, I think a lot of that too, especially if you're not from the area or know how to recruit the area, going yourself to these top recruits, showing up and doing the recruiting yourself, I think really goes a long way.
Oh, yeah. So at this point, I mean, I don't know. Do we get Mel Tucker? What do we do?
Get an atheist head coach.
And I'm gonna say this, and I'll probably get some flack for it. Especially for Baylor fans, if they watch the show, they probably don't. But anyway, I think they're leaning a little bit too much into the whole faith. They're trying to reimagine their image, a little bit too much. I feel like it's not really genuine, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
From the football side.
It's like you're trying to hire Joel Osteen to be your head football coach. And it's like it's
on the football side, it's too much.
Yeah.
Basketball is genuine because that's who Scott Drew is. That is who he
unapologetically, he's himself.
He is himself. That's who he is. He ain't trying to be somebody else. And like I think Mac Rose brought in Dave Aranda to kind of try to be that guy. Like, let's stop.
Yeah.
They don't care.
You just gotta, I don't know. It's
Coach Joel.
They say it's the right fit. Are they the right fit? No. I mean, I think if you disqualify somebody, they're not faithful, or they don't. Hell, go hire a freaking go hire a Muslim coach. Go hire like
Robert Saleh. Come on,
yeah. Go hire a this is a Baptist school. Go hire a Catholic. I don't know.
Yeah. Go hire. I don't know. Pope Davis the Fourth. I don't know. Somebody.
Go hire a Jewish coach. I don't know.
Urban Meyer. I'm telling y'all. Turn it upside down. Urban Meyer. Can you see him trying to do the Lord's Prayer after the game? Nah.
Oh man, he would hire Tim Tebow if that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was like. If the Christian, if that is the biggest stickler for Baylor, just go hire Tim Tebow.
Yeah, do it. TCU don't give a damn.
Yeah, Gary Patterson damn sure ain't no good.
No. But I feel like that's what they're doing. It's too much of that. Like they're still trying to erase the image of the past.
Yeah.
Which it's done with. It's going to stay there forever. Let it go. We're not talking about Penn State anymore and that issues.
Yeah.
You know,
no SMU, same thing.
Yeah, SMU. No, nobody talks about that. So just let it go. Just stop.
Florida. Look at Florida. Nobody talks about Florida.
Yeah, exactly. Like just let it go.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. And they just need to wake up and just say, hey, we got to win games. Like the crowd, like the stadium was looking like shit. There was no one there.
Well, it's like that's how it was at the Texas game. It was first half, it was, pretty 50-50. And then come halftime, it was like, 60-40. By the end of the third quarter, it was like 75-25, if that.
Yeah. And that's how it was in the beginning of the game over there. It was like nothing. No one there.
I mean, at this point, you're just looking for, a big time or a coordinator. Hell, freaking go hire what's his face, his little brother.
Don't say Riley. Don't say Riley.
Yeah. Garrett Riley, isn't that his name?
Yeah, and Sam and I we always had a source that let us down a long time ago, but Mike Gundy, why not?
Why not? He needs to change his scenery.
He's doing very well.
Yeah.
With Oklahoma State, how mediocre Sam says they are, but why not make a splash? I mean, he worked at Baylor before. A long time ago. But just say, hey, fuck it. Mike, come on, man.
Throw him an extra zero on that check.
Yeah, why not? I would have to disagree with Sean Bell just because of the fact that the quarterbacks have not developed and he's the quarterback's coach. That'd be my only thing with that.
Yeah. Mike Singletary, there you go.
Yeah, they will never bring him over here, though. But anyway, I spent too much time talking about that shitty team. Speaking of shitty teams, Ole Miss beat Texas A&M 38-35. Love to see it. Okay. What's up? I'm sorry.
No, I said thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Now, let's talk about who should be pissed off. It's Clemson fans. Okay? Now they have a right to be pissed off.
Yeah.
They beat Notre Dame 31-23 after Dabo went off on the fan. Did you hear that on one of his shows that they call in?
No. What I knew he had some controversy or something.
Yeah, so
he made headlines, but I never looked into what it was.
A fan called into the coach's show that they have and was like, let's just say his name was Sean. And Dabo's like, because he's like, why are we paying all these millions of dollars to watch you lose? Blah, blah, blah. And Dabo's like, who's this? What's your name, Sean? Hey, Sean. And just kind of just went in on him in the most nicest Dabo way, like dick way, It's just like, Dabo, chill, bro. Like,
Dabo gives me used car salesman vibes.
Yeah.
It gives me that. Now, that is actually if Joel Osteen was to be a college football coach right there.
You go right there. Dabo, the fake man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dabo looks like he's going to roid rage one day.
It's like, I laugh every time somebody, when they lose, he gets so pissed off, he's frustrated. Now it's like when Paul Feinbaum and them talk crap about him, it's like maybe they're right. They're not just haters.
Yeah, because I was like, man, they just hate on. I was always like that. They just hate on Dabo. Dabo's a good dude. Yeah. Now I look out, all I hear is it's like, oh my god. And then Notre Dame, just what the hell, man? They just
such an up and down team. Such an up and down team.
That's frustrating.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a horrible year than be playing with my emotions week in and week out.
It's like being a Rangers fan for the World Series.
Finally got over the hump.
Right.
Then you had Tennessee whoop UConn 59-3. Utah blew out Arizona State 55-3. Army beat Air Force 23-3. Air Force loses their first game of the year 8-1.
The streak is over.
It's a sorry ass Army who's 3-6. Then you had
They were all
Georgia
they could
defeat Missouri. Yeah. Yeah. Georgia beat Missouri 30-21. Where the hell did Missouri come from?
I have no idea. They just must have been killing it on the recruiting front here lately.
NIL maybe.
Yeah.
Seriously though, because I mean their only loss this year besides Georgia was to LSU, and that was a game they could have won. But yeah,
there we go.
Space Force football team.
Hey,
they could have won that ROI.
That I can't wait to see the jerseys and the logo.
Seriously.
The stadium's being designed by Elon Musk.
But yeah, Missouri goes to 7-2 and Georgia 9-0. But yeah, Georgia, like we talked about, slow starts. Yeah. They win the games with slow starts.
I would say the only team this year that's undefeated that has been consistently dominant has been Michigan.
I wonder why.
Oh.
Yeah, surprising, right? Just Florida State beat Pittsburgh 24-7. Again, another team with a slow start, but Florida State keep going. You're making me look good. Then Oklahoma State ends Bedlam, beating Oklahoma.
Mediocre Mike Gundy does it again.
Yes, he does. Thank you, Oklahoma State. Thank you, Mike Gundy. They go to 7-2. Oklahoma drops to 7-2. But seriously, I did not think Oklahoma State was going to have a solid year like this at all.
No, I really didn't. They are right now. They're number 2 in the Big 12.
Yeah,
it's
doing their thing.
Just doing their thing. I mean, at this rate, you know, they'll be playing Texas in the Big 12 championship if continue to go the way they're going.
Just end up in the Fiesta Bowl randomly and just like, what? What? 11 wins? What?
And then they go back down to barely making a bowl game. 6 or 7 wins.
Yeah, Penn State beat Maryland 51-15. Louisville defeated Virginia Tech 34-3. Tulane beat East Carolina 13-10. Oregon smashed California 63-13. And Kansas beat Iowa State 28-21. A hell of a game.
Hell of a game. Kansas, man.
Hopefully, Holy.
Yeah.
This thing.
Doing his thing, man. It's
gotta fall for Matt Campbell, man.
Hey, man. I don't know. It's possible, but
yeah, they gotta have some teams lose.
Yeah, I mean, if they were, it's officially the big bad moniker is buried.
Yeah,
it's just badass Kansas is what it ends up being.
Our fucking Kansas.
MF in Kansas.
Yeah. So here's another Matt Campbell thing. I feel like we always talk about Matt Campbell every year. Let's say like Iowa State's 5-4. They bounce back from their woes of this year. With the strong finish this year, would that put him back up to being one of the coaching candidate maybe for, I don't know, Michigan State, possibly? Does that kind of revive him?
It could. I mean, I think it all depends on how they finish.
Yeah.
If that team seems to rally around them, if they seem motivated.
I feel like they are too.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, if he just starts getting offers, and he's just going to have to take it.
Yeah. And I think he knows that too.
Yeah. I mean, if he gets offers, then he's just going to have to take them because they're not going to pop up again.
No. But yeah, I think he is a Big Ten guy.
Yeah, he's definitely. Could be Michigan. I mean.
Yeah, you imagine him raging over there at the sidelines in Michigan?
Oh, God.
Gosh.
Him and Ryan Day would get along fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Then you had Michigan defeat Purdue 41-13. Yeah, I'm looking at Michigan's defeats this year. My God, they have whooped every single team played. I don't know how, though, but hey.
Hey, man, it just helps when you know what's coming.
I'm going to skip this game because I need to come back to it. But yeah, Bama beat LSU 42-28. Alabama just,
Slowly creeping back up in there.
okay. Oregon State defeated Colorado 26-19. I mean, I'm not going to lie, I didn't see this.
Yeah.
Are they going to make a bowl game? We were like, they're going to make a bowl game this year.
Yeah, I mean, they knocked the first three out. They got halfway done right out the gate, and it's like, ooh,
Yeah,
that offensive line is just not
trash.
It's just a swinging gate at this point.
That's so bad.
I mean, it's bad at that, and then Shadur kind of doesn't help it with him holding on to the ball as long as he does.
Yeah. I'd say they're talking about him going pro next year. Like, he'll be back for next year. He has to be back next year.
Yeah, I think Dion already said him and Shiloh are coming back.
Yeah.
He said they're not going to the draft.
No, they need to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arizona upset UCLA 2017. Arizona 6-3. Up and coming. At the right time, I guess, if you're
Someone's not still the coach, right?
Who? No, it's some of Jeb Fish.
Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure it's not Kevin Sumlin anymore.
Yeah, but 6-3, like I said, up and coming at the right time to go into the Big 12 next year. So these teams are adding
some credibility.
Yeah. So the game I wanted to touch on is Washington defeated USC 52-42.
It took Washington long enough to get going.
Yeah, too long. Long as their quarterback's name, Penix.
Penix.
That dude is smooth, dude. He's just calm, cool, collective.
Yeah.
Quietly does his thing, unlike the other quarterback for you.
His throwing motion is awful, but he gets it there.
It's bad. It's real bad. But highlight of the game was after the game. Caleb Williams crying to his mother. Just ridiculous.
So, and I know this has been like the headlines, especially the last 2 days. Wasn't that big of a deal Sunday or even Monday, but the past couple days it's caught fire. But it's like, dude, people kept receipts for him, mocking Max Duggan when he went up there in the press conference, cried by himself on the stage. After he gave everything he had, lost in the Big 12 conference game or the Big 12 championship game, and he laughs. And there have been people that try to say, "Oh, he wasn't laughing at Max. He was laughing in the way that RG3 tried to frame it." I'm like, what? He still responded to it.
He didn't have to.
Yeah.
He's no reason
he could have literally went out there and like put whatever he did, the LOL with the laughing face or whatever, and then put really Ryan or really RG3 whatever, and explain kind of why he put like, come on, dude. But
yeah, no, he's the one.
Yeah, I mean, if he was going through like some personal stuff, like death in the family, whatever,
right,
something personal that he had coming into the game, I get it. If this is senior day,
yeah,
and you lose like that, I get it. But that, no.
I mean, Utah makes them cry all the time. Now Washington makes them cry.
Right.
It's like, my gosh.
His stock is definitely going. That's probably why he was crying.
I don't know. Some dumbasses are still going to be piping him up to be this.
And, we're not hating. We're just stating, he is not going to be able to get away with like 90% of the crap he gets away with in college. He just can't do it. You have to step up in the pocket. You can't run 15 yards backwards, hope to juke somebody out and outrun him to the corner.
He's not Mahomes.
Yeah.
He's not. Kirk Herbstreit, God dog.
Yeah.
Was all up on him. Like, just stop.
And I will give you guys credit for putting it out there. I mean, like he says, these are some of the worst game of his career. Bro, don't remember Baylor.
They don't want to remember that game. We got benched.
Yeah.
And you know what? And I said that one day. I'm like, you know who would go draft him, right? You know who would. If his stock went down, you know who would go draft him.
Oh, Jerry in a heartbeat.
Oh, Jerry won't get that Millie. He paints his nails. Look at that. Get that blue on them nails. Let's go.
Get that cowboy blue right there.
Yeah, I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
You put you put the silver in the middle finger right there.
Yeah, showed that middle finger right there. But anyway, moving on from that, it was just great to see that. Just stop crying. Just stop crying. I'm not gonna go through all these games next week, just to highlight the big games coming up. So Michigan and Penn State coming up. Michigan's a 4.5 point favorite. Vegas knows something we don't. It's gonna be another blowout.
It is, because Penn State just cannot play in these big time games against the big boys.
Yeah, and then you're getting your signals stolen.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not going to help the matters at all.
No. Harbaugh's been scouting them for years, probably.
Yeah. Then you have Utah at Washington. I think Washington's going to win this game.
Yeah.
Tennessee and Missouri all of a sudden becomes a good game as well. It's at Missouri. I think Missouri's going to pull the upset.
Yeah, I could see Missouri, because they're coming off of a tough loss, hard fought. You know, they pretty much are playing with house money at this point.
Yeah, and they have Ole Miss at Georgia. I think Georgia wins. Still be a good game though.
Yeah. Sam says the Volunteers.
Then USC at Oregon. Oregon, a 15-point favorite.
It's too low.
Quack Attack. They're going to win by at least 30.
I say 20.
It'd be nice. Do 20.
Yeah. Ooh. Oh.
Let's go.
He's saying Lane Kiffin would upset.
Guess what? That would throw a wrench into the playoff.
Everything.
Then Georgia wins the SEC title game, gets in there anyway.
Yeah.
All right, looking at NFL action from this past week. You have the Steelers defeat the Titans 20-16.
That's what happens, I guess. Like I said, that's what happens when you bet on a mayonnaise-loving son of a bitch like Will Levis.
Will Levis, a weirdo.
Yeah. You know they make mayonnaise Kit Kats.
Really?
I just found that out yesterday. Horrible combination of things to try to put together.
And where do they sell these at?
I have no idea. I have no idea. Somebody sent it to me. One of my friends that lives in Washington, she sent that to me, and I was like, that is the worst thing that I've ever heard. And I was like, yeah, it's terrible. And I was like, and then I started looking into it to see if it was a real thing. And yeah, Will Levis says he eats it. So there you go.
Is it mayonnaise?
It's all natural.
Man. Wow, that's wild. But the Steelers go to 5-3. Old Tomlin doing his thing still.
Mike Tomlin doing his thing, telling George Pickens to shut the hell up and just get on the ride and let's go.
There you go. Exactly. Shut up. Move on. If the Chiefs defeat the Dolphins 21-14, they got to stop these stupid ass games in Germany and wherever, and you putting these good teams on at 7:30, 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's killing me.
I mean, come on now.
But if you're going to do it, leave it on NFL Network. Do not put it on NFL or ESPN Plus.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know. What's your small kids?
But yeah, the game looked like it was going to be a blowout again for Kansas City, and you know, Miami's defense kind of held them in the game, and then Tua and the offense just couldn't make enough plays on their own.
Miami just can't beat the teams with the winning records, you know?
Yeah, it's their kryptonite. Who would have thought?
Yeah, right. The Ravens defeat the Seahawks 37-3. The Ravens go to 7-2, and the Seahawks 5-3. They're not a bad team,
but
yeah.
Seattle is just. I mean, sorry, not Seattle. The Ravens, Baltimore is just something else right now. Yeah, Cheetah did have to eat his word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Baltimore's making me look good right now.
Hey man, I'm at this point. It's like if they're playing NFC team, I'm picking Baltimore.
Right. Yeah.
After learning that stat, I'm like, nope, I'm picking Baltimore all the way. To me, I think both sides of the ball right now, they're the best team in the NFL.
Yeah. I think that Lamar Jackson, signing back. Well, actually, with the whole, I think it was probably a small distraction with him and his contract. And then they had like 900. It wasn't actually had like so many injuries as well.
Yeah.
It's like every other year they go through all that.
It was running back by practice squad committee.
Yeah. Grocery store committee, everything. Then you got the Browns defeat the Cardinals 27-0. Cleveland 5-3.
That defense is something else, man.
Mm-hmm.
Fantasy football, I started them in one of my leagues. 52.5 points.
My gosh.
That is the only reason I think I beat my dad this week in fantasy football. Was because I had Cleveland's defense, and in another league of mine, I played Cleveland, and that was a big part of the reason why I lost. So, Ravens out first round of the playoffs. Technically, second round if they're the number 1 seed.
But you can see it happening though. It kind of always happens every year.
Exactly. The important thing is how healthy is Lamar going to be at the end of the season?
Yeah.
And how many games will he miss this year?
And I feel like this Cleveland Browns defense was the defense that was getting hyped up back when Hugh Jackson's last year there.
Yeah.
Because now it's finally coming to fruition. Like this is what they were supposed to look like. And it's like 7 years later.
Yeah. And now they've got somewhat of an offense to kind of put to that defense. You know, Deshaun hasn't quite played up to what he has been in the past, but he's capable. He's more than capable of a quarterback compared to what they've had.
Yeah.
Still got a pretty decent, core running backs with Kareem Hunt, Ford. Then you've got your number 1 in Amari Cooper, who just has these quiet games where he goes in there and gets over 100 yards receiving.
I miss that guy. Yeah, the Texans defeat the Buccaneers 39-37.
My boy CJ
balling out, man.
Setting a rookie record, 470 passing yards.
My God.
5 touchdowns.
Jesus. 4-4.
It's crazy because, what was it? Not the Ravens, the Buccaneers. See, we're talking about the Ravens so much now, they're on my mind. 51 points. He was an 80-something in one of the league, and I think my brother started me like 80 points. But, right down the field, man. Buccaneers go down, score, leave like 49 seconds left. It's like, great. Here we are. We're going to do great all game, and then we give that up. And he goes right down the field. Touchdown, Tank Dell, man. Did not think he was going to be what he's turned out to be. He's been that X factor in that offense.
It's good to see him. I like to see that. It's about time.
Yeah.
It's about time.
Tank Dell is one of those guys that he plays a lot bigger than what he actually is. He's 5'10".
Mm-hmm.
But homeboy plays like he's like 6'3".
Kind of like a Steve Smith.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Those are the ones you need on your team. And those are those players you need on your team that are going to be out there and going to be dogs.
Yeah, exactly. And then the defense, locked down with Petrie, with Stingley coming back, Will Anderson making flash plays here and there. So there's pieces all around that team.
Yeah. That's Archer's head coach.
Yeah.
You got the Saints beat the Bears 24-17. The Vikings beat the Falcons 31-28. Charlie Villanueva. Josh Dobbs goes 28 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Homeboy comes off the bench, has been in the offense all of 3 days.
Yeah.
Goes out there and finds a way to beat the Falcons.
Leads the team in rushing too at that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'll show y'all.
Does a game-winning drive. He just said, "To hell with it. You're in a purple jersey. Just run whatever. I'll find you."
Find you, David. Sammy said, "Game of the century."
Wow. I mean, that's crazy. That sucks for Atlanta too, because Bijan Robinson is seriously getting hosed for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Not getting the ball. Don't know if it's a strategic thing that they're doing or if it's just, he's not doing good in practice, so we're not putting him in the game.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's been very mum on the whole thing.
I don't know. That's real dumb.
Yeah. That's got to be what it is.
Maybe. You never know.
That's why Cam Akers was traded from
yeah.
Supposedly because he hit on his wife and then he tears his Achilles again.
Jared Goff doing it. Was it Jared Goff made a comment too?
Before? I think so.
Right. Yeah. Then speaking of, he had the Packers. The Packers beat the Rams 20-3.
Beat them so bad that they decided they got to go sign Carson Wentz.
Yes. My gosh.
You know what was funny? My dad was literally asking me like 2 weeks ago if Carson Wentz had signed with the team, and I said, "No, I don't think so." I was like, he might be on somebody's practice squad, but I was like, I don't think he's on anybody's team, like as a backup. And I said, give it time.
Yep.
I'll be damned. Sometimes the old man's right. The Packers do still suck.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Then you have the Commanders beat the Patriots 20-17. It looks so weird seeing the Patriots 2-7.
Mm-hmm.
Like I still want to say they're going to win next week. Whoever they play, it doesn't matter, but it's not the same.
This is the mid-90s Patriots right here.
Before Parcells.
Yeah.
Then you had the Colts beat the Panthers 27-13. The Raiders defeat the Giants 30-6 after Josh McDaniels is let go as head coach. And let's hope this is the last head coaching job for him.
Right. It's got to be. It's got to be at this point. It's got to be at this point. I mean, the fact that the way the team was celebrating like they won a damn playoff game.
Yeah,
in the locker room smoking cigars and shit.
So I'm guessing this guy is just a douche.
He's got to be.
Who just doesn't want to listen to anyone but himself.
Pretty much. It's like, that Patriots way only works with Belichick.
That's it. Yeah.
Like, bro, you are not Bill.
So bad. I saw it was going to cost the team $85 million.
Between him and Gruden.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, same part. Sorry. Can't talk about Patriots.
Okay. Why not?
I don't know. Josh McDaniels might strike us down.
Oh, yeah. He might. Then you had the Eagles defeat the Cowboys 20-23.
But a game you can't necessarily put on Dak.
No.
Yeah.
No. You can't.
You can't. He actually played his ass off.
And
outside of the 2-point conversion, but
and that too, like the man, like I've said it before, I think that ankle injury is still in the back of his head because he does not move really comfortable at all when he's running.
He does seem very robotic when he runs.
Very, very, and it's real. He hesitates so much, and it's kind of like in between. Do I just get down and run? Get down? Like I don't know. I know it replays over his head. It has to.
Yeah.
But here's my question. Now I understand the whole Trey Lance thing. Can you upgrade his ass to backup or something? Because in that situation, let's just throw a wrinkle and throw him in the game. Get him some time to go out there and do a wildcat, like something to throw the defense off. Like not just in this game in particular, but even during the course of the year. Something.
Put him in that slot receiver. Something.
Yeah.
Just get him on the field. Make teams have to adjust to him.
Because in that situation, you want him in the backfield with Pollard and whoever else.
Yeah.
He'll put what's his name back there? Well, Turpin, somebody, and just like okay, like we know all three go threats with their feet. Trey Lance obviously can pass the ball as well. Turpin can pass the damn ball too, though. So it's like, do something. I don't know.
Do you think it's just McCarthy just being stubborn, just being like, nope, this will work.
Yep.
This worked for me with Aaron Rodgers. This will work with me with Dak Prescott.
And he's going to cost himself his job. Because it's basically, he's like, this is it, dude. Like, you have to win the Super Bowl, and that's it.
Ain't no more busting watermelons.
Nah, like, you can get to the NFC title game, but you got to go and win the NFC.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you go to the Super Bowl and lose, I'm sure he'll get another shot. But at this point, I don't know.
Yeah,
They might get Dave Aranda to be their head coach.
That might work out better for him. But, I mean...
It's got the clapping down, so...
The defense, man. The defense just let up.
Yeah.
Philly
didn't play a good game either.
Oh, no, Philly really has not played a great game all year. They've let teams hang around, and they've come back and won late, so they've been clutch when they needed to be, except for against the Jets. But other than that,
yeah,
when they've had to come from behind and win a game late, they've won a game late. But they've let teams that had no business hang around.
Yeah, I think that's what frustrated me more is the fact that Dallas had like at least 2 shots to win the game. They didn't win the game.
Yeah,
Philly was just like you said, nobody wanted to win that game. You win, I win. You do it, I damn it.
Really did. Both teams tried to give that game away. Do you think they're gonna ban the tush push?
I think so. It's being it's like being brought up so much right now.
Yeah.
I think was it the Bush push? Remember the Notre Dame game?
Yeah,
that was the tush push.
Yeah, I just see it a matter of time, especially if they just start rolling through people. If they win a Super Bowl with that, then it's going to get bad. I guarantee you.
Yeah, it will be the no fun league.
Yeah.
Then you have the Bengals beat the Bills 24-18.
Just stomp them.
I don't know what it is with Buffalo anymore. Scott McDermott's not going to have a job either at the end of the year.
Yeah, I feel bad for McDermott. It's just like he's like, dude, I don't know anymore. I give up.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell? Done all this and went through all this and no one. I don't know. I don't understand the Bills.
Yeah.
Do you think they're still like just have that hangover from that Chiefs game in the playoffs?
Oh, I think so. I really do think so.
Yeah. How close they were?
Yeah. I think it's just a matter of Josh Allen now feels like immense pressure that he has to go all out every single play, and he's going to win the game in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Every single throw is the game-winning throw.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Greatest NFL game of all time.
Yeah. And then their defense is just very, very average. For as much money as they invest in that defense, it's very average.
And that could be another thing of them just not really responding to coaching now. It's just like, whatever.
Yeah, that's true, too.
The other Chargers beat the Jets 27-6.
Oh, man. You know who I feel bad for? What's his name? Defensive tackle. Was it Quinn Williams?
Oh, Quinn Williams? Yeah.
Feel bad for him.
That dude's a dog, too.
11 sacks.
Do you remember the video of him when he sneezed and he blessed himself?
No.
So I think it was pre-draft. I think it was draft day. Maybe they had an interview or something. and he's talking, and he's sneeze. Bless you. Thank you. What?
Oh
That's like
man,
Charles Barkley too when he talks. This just makes it better.
it's what was it? The Mike Evans called me fat, bro.
What are my feelings?
You are the best. You're in good shape for a non-skinny person.
He's like, man, call me fat, man. Hurt my feelings. I'm trying to lose weight, and he say something like that.
Yeah, he's like, I lost 30 pounds, man.
Yeah. But yeah, the Jets 4-4. Do y'all think Aaron Rodgers is going to make this miraculous comeback?
I really don't know. At this point, and there's been, I think, who was it? Somebody was saying, because it's like, there's no way he completely tore his Achilles. There's no way he completely tore it. To already be up and going, you've had how many other guys tear their Achilles?
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's just no way. I was like, now, if there was like if it started to tear and didn't quite tear all the way, but then you've got people saying there's no way that it's possible. You know, that if it tears, it completely tears. There's no partial tear in an Achilles. I'm like, well, maybe.
We saw it tear.
Yeah.
We see it when it happened in slow mo.
Yeah.
But man,
apparently it's a new surgery. I don't know. I mean, yeah, that's all well and good, but at the same time, it's like that's a bad position to want to come back and test that out in.
I guess with him, he's just like, whatever, it's about to end it. Let's go out with a bang.
Yeah. I mean, if Kirk Cousins can come back in 8 weeks, and then I know it's probably a successful surgery, but I don't know. There's a part of me that's just like, there's no way he's going to be ready.
Yeah.
This season. It's like, unless it's like a late playoff run, maybe. But to tear it week 1, be back week 10 is just, it just 10 or 12. It just sounds unrealistic to me. Just like, I'm just at this point, I'm waiting for him. If he does do it, I'm waiting for him to get hurt again.
Yeah.
Because all it takes is that one guy to dive at his feet, trip him up as he's trying to escape, and boom, there he is. Or his offensive lineman steps on his foot as he's, backing out from under center.
Yeah, and their offensive line's not good at all either.
Yeah. So I was like, at this point, I don't think I'd be rushing to come back after that offense, seeing how bad that offensive line is.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Let's look at next week's game. Well, last week I finished 8-6. Not good at all. Tough week.
The power of ayahuasca. There you go.
Yeah. But you look at the games for next week. You got the Panthers and the Bears who start this off tomorrow night. I got the Bears.
That's a terrible game. Badgett, I'm assuming, is playing, so it won't be as terrible.
That's bad, right?
So the Bears will probably have some form of offense. I'll take the Bears. Yep, Samuel takes the Bears. We're all on the Bears.
The Bears. Then you have the Colts and the Patriots. I take the Colts.
Yeah, Colts in Germany. There you go. All on the Colts.
Then you have the Texans and Bengals. I'm about to go with the Bengals.
I want to pick the Texans, but Bengals just look too good right now, so I'll go Cincinnati. Ooh.
All right, there you go.
Samuel with the Texans.
You have the Packers at the Steelers. I got Packers.
Got old tiny hands. And the Steelers. And Samuel's going with the Steelers as well.
We have the Titans at the Bucks. I got the Bucks.
I will take the Bucks as well. Stupid Will Levis.
Mayonnaise Kit Kats.
Mayonnaise eating ass. Samuel's going with the Titans.
Yeah, the Ravens and the Browns.
Ooh.
I'll go with the Ravens.
You got to stick with the hot hand and go with the Ravens. I love that. I think that'll be like a really low scoring game.
Yeah.
Damn. Samuel going with the upsets like crazy. He's the underdog picker this week. Going with the Browns.
All right, and we have 49ers against the Clowns, the Jaguars. I got the Jags.
Ooh, you're going with the Cokes.
Yeah.
Cons. Yeah. I'll take the Niners. I think having a week off, and I think isn't Debo supposed to be back?
Yes.
So I think they'll be refreshed. So I'm gonna take the Niners, and Samuel's on the Niners as well.
Then you got the Saints and the Vikings. I got the Vikings.
They're going with the Creed vibe, so I'm going to keep with the Vikings as well. Alopecia.
For the Jadis. Then you got the Falcons and the Cardinals. I'm going with the Falcons.
Kyler Murray's making his return in this game. Ooh. I don't expect him to be
a tall task for the Falcons.
I was gonna say on top of his game, but yeah, I'll take the Dirty Birds too. So I think it's a clean sweep on that one.
There you go. We have the Lions at the Chargers. I'm going with the Lions.
Go with the fighting Dan Campbell's right there. It's a matter of time before Brandon Staley loses his job.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it to happen.
That goatee's not going to save him.
Yeah, no. I think he shaved it.
After the loss to Dallas, right?
I think so, yeah. Samuel's on the Lions as well.
I want to see Dan Campbell, Matt Campbell in the screaming contest.
That'll be great.
You have the Cowboys and the Giants. The Cowboys by a lot.
Yeah, Dallas.
It's been a damn game they lose. 3-0.
I was say the way Samuel's been picking out. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd be shocked if he doesn't pick Dallas.
You have the Commanders at the Seahawks. I got the Seahawks.
Yep, give me these nuts. I mean, Gino and the Seahawks. I just can't take Washington Commanders serious
at all. No,
not with that name. We're all on Seahawks.
Yeah, the Jets at the Raiders. I'm gonna stick with the Raiders.
Where's that at?
In Vegas.
In Vegas, I'm taking the Raiders.
There's no MILFs in Vegas.
Yeah. Now, what they could do is they could hire a bunch of strippers and put them all in the front row.
Yeah. I'm a mom. That's it. There you go. Don't name it.
Right.
All right. So we're all with the Raiders. And then the Monday night game at the Broncos at the Bills. I'm picking Buffalo.
Let's ride, Bills Mafia. Samuel's riding.
So my bold prediction, I have Josh Allen throwing more picks than Russell Wilson.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, that's probably likely. Bold prediction. Did yours hit last? Did
Mine didn't hit.
Joe Burrow didn't throw 4 touchdowns?
Just 2.
2. I don't even remember what mine was last week.
I remember mine because I had it written down still.
Yeah, I don't remember what I said mine was. Let's see. Bold prediction. Let's see. Bold prediction that the Bears and was it Bears and Panthers?
Mm-hmm.
That the combined score will be over 30. Combined score of over 30.
Really?
On the bye week.
That's great.
That is great. I had to think about it. I'm like, damn, are there? I'm like, no, wait, never mind. They're both on bye.
We didn't pick that game. You missed that game?
Right. Oh, man. I was going to say that Miami loses to the bye week.
Bye week remains undefeated.
Oh, man. That was great. That was a good one, Sam. That was a good one.
That video that I sent y'all with that little boy acting like Mike McDaniel running, that was awesome.
That was great.
I mean,
his reaction was even better.
Yeah, he had the mannerisms down to a T.
Yeah. It was like, and then the fact that when they brought that to his attention, he's like, there's no way. No, I refuse to believe it.
Yeah. Oh, man. So I guess that's his bold prediction.
Yeah. The bye week remains undefeated.
It's like vacant for the titles.
Right.
But we appreciate y'all joining us. Fat Sam joined us on the
comment section.
The comment section. I was going to say virtual. He's saying, hold on real quick.
Dun,
dun, dun.
So while he's thinking of that, do you think with MLB free agency that Shohei Ohtani is the first big name to sign wherever? Do you think once he signs, everybody else starts signing?
Yeah.
Because it's been like 2 days since free agency opened, and we've heard nothing.
And everyone's just looking at him. Like everyone's just waiting.
It's all been managerial moves is what it's been.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, Ron Washington to the Angels.
Yeah. Yeah. Good for Washington. I mean, I feel bad we got to beat his ass for
right.
This whole season. Samuel's saying Dobbs throws 4 touchdowns.
Cool. But yeah, Ron Washington.
Yeah.
Perfect place.
Old booger sugar.
Yeah.
But good for him. I think I think we'll either get Ohtani or Hader, one of the two. If not
funny. Those candy and it's just something what a difference a year makes.
Exactly.
Big time.
It's like we are the furthest away from the West Coast that Shohei is willing to go.
Yeah.
It's wild. He said, you know what? I'll take another 3 hours away from Japan. Why not?
Why not? So we'll see what happens. But yeah, appreciate y'all joining us tonight. Facebook, In Your House Sports, our YouTube channel, In Your House Sports. Go like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you need to do. Share with a friend. All that good stuff. Yeah, Roasted. Still can't believe it, man. It's been a week. Still can't believe it.
1 week anniversary.
Yeah, I'll still watch the last strikeout too. It's classic.
It's great. It's great.
But for Fat Sam and my man D.
Your boy Vasos.
Peace out.
Later.